Yeah, hi team. Let us start the session. So what have discussed in the last session? In the last session, so quickly rewind. We have discussed about our course structure. Next, we have discussed about a three-tier architecture. For example, what is mean by three-tier architecture? Okay, so three-tier architecture in the sense. So if you want to develop any application, first you require a planning. Okay, if you want to develop a software application can be a how many types of applications are there? How many types of applications are there? For example, web application, mobile application, gaming application, data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and so many other applications like embedded system. A few things are there. So out of these, if I want to develop a web, mobile, gaming applications, we should be follow the application architecture is a three-tier architecture. Out of this three-tier architecture, we are having the separate architecture like MVC architecture. Okay, na? But the system architecture should be a three-tier architecture. So if you want to develop a .NET application, if I want to develop a Angular, so if you want to develop a ReactJS, we are following the different architecturals and principles. For example, our React.js follows SOC. What is SOC? I will explain you. Okay, separation of concerns, design principle we are following. Okay, so if I want to develop an application, I require a three-tier architecture. So in the three-tier architecture, we're having the database. The database is two types. One is relational, second one is non-relational. If I say relational database, we're having Oracle, MySQL, MS SQL. In the non-relational, we are having NoSQL, MongoDB. So this is about a database. If I say server or middleware, we're having the C language, C++, Python, .NET, Java, PHP, and a Node.js. Okay. Next, coming to the UI, we are having three technologies. What are those? HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay. On the top of this UI technologies, we can able to build our library or a framework. We can build our library or a framework. So what type of library? Either CSS or JavaScript driver. For example, Tailwind CSS. Next framework Bootstrap. Okay. Next material CSS is there. Next coming to the JavaScript, the foremost famous one is the React.js. Next jQuery, Vue.js, Kendo.js, Any.js, some other JavaScript libraries are there. Coming to the framework, only one framework that is called Angular. Okay, na? So next Node.js. Currently, if you want to be do a setup, the Node.js is required. Why Node.js? Sir, your Node.js is a JavaScript compiler. What is a Node.js? Everyone, please pronounce it. Node.js is a. So our sessions are interactable sessions. Please unmute yourself and answer and interact. Now, what is the Node.js? Node.js is a
JavaScript compiler.
JavaScript compiler. Why we are using this compiler? For example, if I have the Python will be understood by the system? No. So I need to be convert your Python or .NET Java to a understandable. Same here also. What is my browser understanding? My browser understanding JavaScript.
JavaScript.
So here Node.js helps to convert and compile our React.js to browser understandable JavaScript. For this purpose, we are installing a Node.js. Okay. Na? So Node.js used as a server and client side technology also. Why? Because here we are using the Node.js. Next in the React.js also to compile the code, run, build React applications, we are using the Node.js. Okay. Next, if you are learning any concept, learn the issues also. Concept learning is not at all a perfect. You are not become a perfect person until you know the issues. Until you know the issues, so that is not at all perfect. Okay, na? So if I want to say issues, see network issue. While you are installing a Node.js, you should be connect to a proper internet. Next, permissions. For example, sometimes you may use the office laptop. Their admin permissions are some permissions are required. Few setup, they are going to be restricted. Next, you should have a proper space in your system. Okay. Next, IDE. For ID installation also, you should have a proper network permissions and space. Okay, ID stand for integrated development environment. See, my React.js, can I develop in a notepad also? Yes, I can develop in a simple notepad also. Can I create a JavaScript file? Yes. But where can I able to run? Where can I able to see other files? That's what we are having a Visual Studio Code that is called integrated development environment, which is used to write a code. Okay, now which is used to write a code. Next, how to create a React.js application? So to create this React.js application, remember we should be create other than the C folder, just to create a folder. So let us start where we created. We have created a React.js batch 16 now. So in the React.js batch 16 now, we created a application. How to create application? Go to the address bar. This is called address bar. Type CMD. We need to be create npx space create hyphen react hyphen app space your application name. What is your application name? Okay, see, while you are creating anything, remember some rules and regulations are there. Some standards are there. IEEE standards are there. JavaScript standards are there. UI UX standards are there. Folder naming standards are there. There is a three ways to create any name. Okay, now three ways to create. The first way, what are those? Anyone? What are those three ways? The first one is camel case. Second one is Pascal case. Next one is a snake case. Camel case, Pascal case, snake case. Snake in the sense, for example, first name, first underscore name. Pascal in the sense, first name. Okay. F capital, N capital. Camel case in the sense, it will be start with a lower. First capital N, A M A. So capital N. This is the what we need to be create. Okay, na? So out of these, which case we need to be take always camel case, that to lower case. So my application is the sample app we just created. Press enter, it will be created. Already we created in yesterday session. So most of the members are attended. If anybody missed, so yesterday because of some busy work, I was not able to post. We'll do now itself. Okay, and share your email, not in this chat. Okay. Okay, text to our mobile number where we can able to share. So next we need to be work with the application. Now tell me how I can able to open this application in the Visual Studio Code. What is the command? Go to the address bar, type cmd code space dot. It will open Visual Studio Code. Okay, na? So that specific application is opening. Next, how to run a React.js application? Either you can able to run from the terminal. Terminal is the inbuilt command prompt of Visual Studio. But instead of the terminal, can I run here? Yes. Okay. What is that command? npm start. So node package manager start my application. Press enter. Okay. So this is the what yesterday we have discussed. Next, yesterday we have started with HTML. So what is stands for HTML? Hypertext Markup Language. So it was developed by the Tim Berners-Lee in the 1980 to 1989. So officially released 1992 as 2.1. So next, if I say HTML, so yesterday evening we had an interview. I just asking what is the HTML. I just asking like what is the HTML?
It is a layout.
What is a HTML? What is a core component HTML? They are not in the state to be explain anything. What is a React.js? Oh, okay, how many types of components? See, everybody saying React.js having the two types of components. One is the class component, second one is the functional component. The answer is wrong. React.js components are four types. How many ways to create a React.js component? In that situation, answer is two types. Creation types are different from the types. Using type. Usage types are different. Creation types are different. Again, in the functional components, if anybody know the React, just I'm adding a point. We are having the different types. Again, in the class also we are having the different type. Next, we are having the service. These are the basic questions in the interview we are asking for a company. They are saying the answer like these are the concept. Maybe advanced, maybe we don't know. I know remaining all the concepts. Okay, so those all things are not correct.
Sir,
So
what is the answer for the 4 components of ReactJS, sir?
will come. So one is the feature component, atomic component, shared component, common component. Okay, that is the called in-depth subject and exact subject. But in the Google, we know what happened, right? Somebody was returning that returning followed by some trainer. The trainer is explaining something. That is the what system is failing for the React JS, which I observed. But that is a secondary. Okay, so let us continue. So core component of HTML. If I say HTML, any concept will have the few core components. React.js also having the few core component. One is the elements, tags, attributes. Okay, na? What is mean by element? For example, we are running the React.js. React.js is running on which port? 3000 port. Okay, yesterday we have added some content, correct? Okay. So element represent our content. See, here you are seeing about some element means which is represent. I want to make it as a header element. So let me say instead of the div, let me say h1. H1 for the header. Are able to see like a header? Who is formatting? H1 is formatting. What is the H1? H1 is an element which will format and content display the content. Okay, na? It will be format and display the content. Okay, so next, other than the element, we are having a tag and attribute. We'll start with the types of elements. See, HTML contains 3 types. One is block level, inline, and empty. What is mean by block level? See, if you observe, this is taken as full width or not. This is called block level element. Element will take a width as per the content. See, so yesterday session we have added a break. So let me remove the break. Let me remove the break. So see, I'm just removing the break here H1. So just a header line. Let me remove this header line also. Span, 2 spans. Now observe, it is coming an entire single line. HTML CSS commander side by side. So this is called block level element. This is called inline element. Okay, that's what just to follow the content whatever I'm going to be explain. Even you can able to easily add 2 years, 3 years hands-on experience. If you are the Java also. Java guy also definitely you can able to add 2 years, 3 years, and you can able to shift a company. Okay, na? So next, let me add a break. What is the break? Now tell me break having any content? No, that is called empty element. Next, empty element don't have any ending tag. Okay, na? Ending tag. Okay, but in the React JS, whatever you are seeing, this is the HTML or not? This is not a HTML. What it is? What it is? JSX. What is mean by JSX? Everyone, please take the notes from here. JavaScript plus XML. JSX stands for JavaScript plus XML. Okay. Why this JSX? Why JSX we are using? See, the answer is we can't able to inject inject in the sense we can't able to write HTML code HTML code inside of JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. So our React team, React.js come up with a approach of JSX. So what is mean by JSX? React team implemented HTML as separate classes and using those classes in JavaScript. How we are using? We are referring as same like HTML, but everybody think like a HTML, but that is not a HTML. That is the reason we can't able to inject or write HTML code inside of a JavaScript. So React.js come up with an approach of JSX. React team implemented HTML as a separate classes and using those classes in the JavaScript. This is the what you need to be explained. Done? Please take the point. Okay, even those classes also we can see. How we can able to see? So here BR is there, na? Right click, go to definition. Here you can able to see React dot detail HTML property. This is the class. Again, this class also you can able to go inside. If you want to read, you can able to go inside deeper. Okay, now this is an our interface. Okay, so this interface is implemented by this one. But how to consume these classes by using less than symbol. Okay, na? But this is the JSX code. But who will be convert? Those in-depth knowledge I will give you. Don't worry by the first 1 or 2 sessions. Okay. So anybody listening the virtual DOM? So virtual DOM will be converted. This JSX2. That is the different story I will explain. Everybody saying the wrong answer. What is the virtual DOM? Virtual DOM is going to give the performance, improve the system performance. How? The answer is wrong. Okay. Na? Next, tag. What is a tag? What is a tag? Tag represent the element. For example, paragraph element. How it is represented? Paragraph element represented by p tag. For example, an ordered list or ordered list. How the ordered list is represented by which tag? OL tag. Okay, na? So element represent the content, tag represent the element. Next, tell me how many types of tags are there? How many types of tags are there?
H1, H2, up to H6, B tag, HR tag, P tag, A
Those are the
tag.
examples. Those
Okay.
are the examples of, for example, paragraph. So now we should be give the proper category. That is the what Krishna is here to explain everything.
Okay, sir.
For example, perfect. Your answer is perfect. No issues. Paired tags. What is mean by paired tags? What is mean by paired tags?
It comes up
An
with the end up.
element having starting and ending tag is called paired tags. Example, tell me the example. Division. Span, label, table, tr, td, all is. Next, unpaired tags. But unpaired tags there in React.js or not? Unpaired tags are there in the React.js? No, because React is the separate entity. It is always you must have the ending tag. An element having only starting and no ending tag. An element having only starting and no ending tag. Now tell me which are those? Break tag, HR tag, img. For the image also we don't have the closing. Okay, for image also you should not close it. Next, self closing tags. Yana element tag closed by itself. Okay, na? Self closing tag. An element tag closed by itself is called self closing tag. How? For example, br. Okay, this br can I represent? See, which programming language is error-free language? Enter all the programming languages. Only HTML. If you give the slashes, if you're not giving the slashes, it will give the break. Even in the HTML, you write like this or you write like this, it will be open. It will be work. Okay. So all the programming, but HTML we can't able to say a programming language. It's a markup language. We having some memes also is there, right? Which programming language you know? HTML. That other guy is seeing like a something. So that is the HTML is not a programming language, it's a markup. Next, four friends are there. One HTML friend, a .NET friend, Java friend, and JavaScript friend. Java friend is saying I have the 100 issues. Okay, na? Next, JavaScript guy saying about 50 issues, .NET guy saying about some issues, but his HTML guy saying about I don't have any issues. They are asking like which programming language you're from? I'm a HTML. HTML itself error-free language. Browser is understanding, it will be show. Browser is not understanding, it will not show. Okay, na? For example, this is the JSX, right? In the JSX, can I have the VKC is the tag? Okay. VKC tag is not there. Okay. So it will represent anything? Nothing. Okay. Tag is there, it will represent. Otherwise, it's not doing anything. Okay. Remember that. So anything tag is there, it will display. Otherwise, not display. So our HTML is error-free. Same our JSX code also will do. Okay, so self-closing, see here. For example, here you are representing na instead of like this, I don't have any content. Can I say like? Yes. So don't be right tomorrow onwards as per the standards of ReactJS also you are closing like this is a wrong. But it will not throw any error. It is the successful execution of the output. Okay, you are going to interview. Sometimes you are writing right. They will say, okay, perfect. Will come up back. You are thinking my answer is correct. Here the flaw is you should not write a ending tag. As per the standards of BR tag, you don't have the ending tag. But as per the React.js, you must have the ending tag. So the combination of ending tag and no tag is nothing but a self-closing tag. Got it? Everybody's got it? Okay, now so tomorrow notes what you need to do for the BR HR images. What you need to do? Which tag we need to be used? Self close. Everyone, please unmute. Unmute and answer. If I have the noise also, that is fine. Unmute, answer, and go mute. Okay, this is the one of the standard. If you want to add highlight, so this is the standard STD. So whenever I say the standard, right, put that mark as STD so that tomorrow you are revisiting your book after 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Now you can recollect easily. So clear? Okay. So next one is meta tags. What is mean by meta tag? So there is some special purpose of a tags are there. Those are called meta tags. Where we can able to see this meta tags in the HTML page. See under the head section. Meta itself a meta tag. Link also a meta tag. Meta also a meta tag. Okay. Title also a meta tag. Okay. Title in a sense here if I hover over what it is showing React app. Na? So let me change title to sample app. Change it or not sample app. If you want to change like Amazon, whatever the app, it will be changed. Even this image also is here only. You can able to change that image. Okay. Logo also, if you want, you can able to change. So the tags which are under the head section is called which tags? All are meta tags. But this meta tags will not be display on the browser. Will not be display on the browser, and it will not be any represent any content. What is the purpose of this meta tag? Either they tag these tags can able to refer your CSS or JS files or some meta information. Okay, tags. Please take the notes. Tags under the head section is called meta tags. The tags which are under the head section is called all the tags meta tags. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of meta tags? Meta tags will not represent any content to be displayed. But what it will do? Meta tags, meta tags will add the CSS or JS file references. It will add the CSS or JS file references to your application and meta information. For example, meta information in the sense search engine optimization, or adding a some title. Okay, na all these things. Even everyone just okay, please take the point I will tell. Meta tags will not represent any content to be displayed. Meta tags will add these CSS or JS file references and add meta information like search engine optimization. Okay, done now. For example, everyone, just if you are join from the laptop, take a cognito mode and search with VKC trainings. VKC means VKC pride something was there, but observe out of the VKCs, our one is coming first. Am I correct or not? Once search it, Vinod, Akshay, Satya, Seshagiri. Once search it, anyone, and tell me which are we, are as website is coming first or not? No answer. Everyone join from the mobile or anybody from the laptop? Anybody join from the laptop?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So it is come. See, please don't chat. I'm not interested to chat. So please, you have the unmute option, right? Unmute option is there or not? Or Zoom giving the perfect option like unmute or mute option? Yeah, please unmute. Tell me it is coming first for you
Yes.
or next. So because of that, search engine optimization. Okay, na? For example, you are searching in the Google also, you should know how to be optimized. Even these things are also, I know the search engine optimization, these things I will explain to later coming sessions. Those will be add weightage to your resume also. For example, you are going to be develop a public applications, ERP application. For example, I want to develop an application for gaming products, gaming products. So at that time, somebody was searching, right? See, Amazon is coming. Okay, next to Chroma is coming, Flipkart is coming. But if I want to search the gaming product and you are developing a say gaming product application, so you want to become faster or not? Okay, na? So those gaming products also, for example, are health products. Sir, somebody also is there, right? See, pharma easy coming. Next Amazon is coming because this is called search engine optimization. Okay, now I met pub is coming. Okay, see, Flipkart also is there. So the way you are implementing the search engine optimization coming for the first or second, but almost Flipkart and Amazon having the very good market, right? But see, almost Amazon is coming top, but a few product Flipkart. That is the way you it should be optimized. Okay, na? That is called search engine optimization. Those things will be do inside of the meta. How? Not, no, we'll see it. Any questions? Everybody's clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us start with designing a grid. So what is mean by grid? So attribute will see it. Attribute will see it. So we have seen the element to tag attribute will see it. Let us design some grid. See, let us have the design sessions. So initially, but on the top of the React environment only we can do. So what is mean by grid? Grid in the sense, for example, I want to be constructing my data. So in this space, I want to be constructing my data. This is my header. Next, this is my body. Okay, with some columns. Even we can able to say a table also, but as a real-time person, we should not say a table. We should be say as a grid. In this grid also, we're having the different types. Static grid, grid with the static headers. Okay, scrollable grid. Next, grid with pagination. Next, responsive grid. So many grid types are there. We'll see it. So if I want to design a grid, so let me design which HTML element I need to be use. Table. So table contains how many parts? 3 parts. Table contains 3 parts. Okay. So what are those? First one is the header part. Second one is the body part. Next one is the footer part. Header, you know what to be add in the headers. Headers for the here you can able to add a headers. Body means here you can able to add a content. But now tell me what is the purpose of a footer? Hmm?
Links.
Okay, for example, pagination. Pagination. If you want to add any links, okay, some content, you can able to add it. Okay, so let us design some table. Okay. Okay, so let me see a table. Okay, so let me add a T head, table head. Next, TR. Without head also you can work. TR will be converted row. In the table row, what we have? Table cell. Table cell is represented by the TH. For example, ID, course, okay, ID, course, and say details. Okay, this is my header. Let me say T body. Okay, that pagination is designed by using the list tag. Already yesterday I told you, right? List is used for the menus and the pagination. While explaining the list tag, I will explain you that one. Body in the sense table row. How many rows? As per your requirement. 1 row, na, 2 row, na, 3 row. TD. Oh, 1 TD. 1 now. Front end. Front end. So the course details is ReactJS. Let me add one more. Okay, ID is 2. Here also let me say front end. Instead of the ReactJS, let me say Angular. ID 3. Full stack. Let me say details marna. Here we can able to details more details we can able to give about this one. Let me say fourth one, front end. So this is also, let me say, front end full stack, main stack. Okay, just 4 records I'm adding. Okay, grid is came. Yes, but how it is looks like a skeleton. If you want to draw a diagram, how it is look like this skeleton, right? So how the skeleton will be become a full-fledged? Tell me how the skeleton will become a full-fledged and look and feel by adding a styles. By adding a styles. So styles is nothing but a CSS. By adding a CSS. Now for this skeleton, let me add the style. Then it will be converted to okay. Don't be laugh by seeing this my picture. Okay. So that proper structure will become. That is what I want to say. Okay. So how to add a CSS? How to add and where to add a CSS?
By
Okay.
linking the style tag.
Style tag. Okay. So now we need to understand the attribute. What is the style tag? What is the style? By using the style, we need to add a styling or CSS. What is mean by style? Style is nothing but an attribute. Okay. Sir, how I can able to identify the which one is the tag, which one has the attribute? On the HTML element, other than the tag, remaining all are attributes. Okay, you now take the attribute. So what is the purpose of an attribute? Attribute will add appearance and behavior to an element. Appearance by using the style and class. Behavior by using the click action or change action like this. Got it? What is the purpose of attribute? Attribute will add appearance and behavior to an element. Okay. So here the word is called appearance. So how to add the appearance? Appearance will add by using styles. How to represent a style? Either style or a class. Okay, na? Next, behavior. How to add a behavior? Will add by using events or actions. By using events or actions. What are the events and actions? On click. So let me say every word required the on. Let me say click, change, focus. Okay, na? Lot of other things are there. Clear? Attribute. What is the purpose of an attribute? It will be do a beautification. Attribute is nothing but it will give the makeup. Okay, attribute will add appearance and behavior to an element. Appearance means appearance will add by using a styles, style comma class. Next, behavior. Behavior it is adding by using the events or actions. Events in the sense click, change, focus, on, key down, key press, key up, mouse move. So lot of events are there. Any questions?
Awesome.
Next, put a heading styles. Sir, how many ways to add a style? How many ways to apply a style?
Inline, internal, and external.
Inline, internal, and external. Next, again in the external, how many ways? Again in the external, do you have any separate ways? Yes. Okay. Apply style to an element. Okay. How many ways? Inline, internal, external. Okay. Inline, internal and external. So inline style. Tell me. So how to add inline styles? We can add inline styles by using a style attribute. By using style attribute. Okay. So style here table. First I want to be taken as a full width. The table is look like a, so it is feeling like a shivering and going a corner. Am I correct? My table is now feeling like a shivering and going a corner. So let me do this one. How table looks like, this should have the full width, the screen full width. Okay. Next. See, sir, already you told me, right? Block level element taken a full width. Yes, the block level element taken a full width. See, so let me hover over. Already told THTDR. See, my table is a block level element. T head is block. No. So for this table, if I want to assign a width as 100%, now looks like a good. Okay. So since somebody was joined, maybe in the middle, just to continue. Okay. So how I can able to apply? This is using the styles. How I modified here, don't worry, we'll show you. Let us back. So here I need to be apply a style. How to apply a style? On the table by using style attribute. Now tell me, this is the HTML style or JSX style? HTML style or JSX style? JSX style.
JSX.
So JSX having some syntax. So remember that syntax. You need to write double curly braces, key colon value. How to write? Key colon value. So take it as a syntax. Take it as a syntax. How to write? Key colon value. Key is nothing but the property key, value is nothing but a value. This is my syntax. This is what type of format? This is called object format. Sir, object format. Don't worry, I am here to teach everything. Object format. Okay, object format. What is mean by object? It is the data type. Okay, you don't know by this time data type, right? While explaining the data type, you are more clear. Okay, so this is called object type. From this black color is there na? Here to here is called object. Okay, so now what is your requirement width? Width, how much? In the quotations of 100%. Came 100%. Perfect. Next, let us add some background color. How to add background color? Comma background. See, background color. Tell me background color. Light blue. Okay, light blue. So next, for this header also, can we add some background color? Style, background color. Let me say blue. BLUE blue. Came or not? Blue. Can I say font color white? Yes. Comma color white. Can we add outside space? All these things we'll explain. First to take it at. Okay. So take this as example. Put a dots so that you can able to understand something was there. So now key is in which case? Here you can able to see the keys, right? In which case?
Camel case.
Camel case. Camel answer first letter lower, next coming letter capital. No, sir, I don't want to write like okay, done now. Please take this one. I will show you one more. Okay. No, no, no. Okay. I don't want to write like this. I want to write my own style like bag, ground, hyphen, color. This is as for the CSS. This is as per the CSS, but here you are getting the issue, na? So in this case, enclose this inside of a quotations. The key should be in a quotation. Okay, na? So always so key should be continuous word, right? Keys always should be continuous word without a hyphen or underscore. Now it is applied, still it is applied. But this is not a standard. This is not a standard. Okay. So this developer tool I will explain you. Don't worry. Maybe next session. So I'm just opening the developer tool. See, it is getting some issue, but still it is working. Color is applying, but you can able to see some issue or not. Got it? Okay. So this developer tool I will explain you. Don't worry. So this is my body. This is the div. In this div, I'm having a HTML. Hey Vinod, observe here. We are giving the background capital C, right? But how it is came background hyphen color?
Yeah, sir. That's only I'm noticing.
Everyone, we given a what here? We given a background capital C, but how it is was coming as background hyphen color? But this background hyphen color we given that is perfect. Here also it is showing the error. Okay, it is saying like a background capital C, but how it is coming? This is the called virtual DOM. What we call
Oh,
virtual DOM. From who thrown this error? Anybody tell me? This error is coming from virtual DOM. Okay, na? What you understand virtual DOM till now is right or wrong, Vinod?
yes, sir.
You know something about the virtual DOM, right? That is the right answer or wrong?
Slightly.
But that is a somewhat
yeah,
answer
it's
from the
somewhat,
Google
yes.
same like but the perfect answer from where this was firing. See, whoever is don't know the virtual DOM, don't worry, I will explain you. This issue is coming from the virtual DOM. While React is, see, here you are having what type of a code? Here you are seeing what type of a code? JSX code. This JS code will be understood by the browser? No. So somewhere it has to be converted. Who is converting? This is a compiler. This compiler is converting and it is creating a virtual DOM. Virtual DOM will be rendered here. While it is rendering, it will be throw some errors. This is the error from a virtual DOM. Because once it is rendering, here you can able to see background hyphen color. Background hyphen color. This is the real DOM. Sir, what is meant by real DOM and virtual DOM? Here you can able to see the HTML, right? This is called virtual DOM. Oh, sorry, real DOM. React people are saying here you are writing some code. I am going to be convert and preparing a DOM that is called DOM in the sense however you are seeing on the browser. Background capital C you are writing, but browser is understanding capital C or small c? Small c with hyphen. Background hyphen small c. Any question?
Sir, write down the definition for the virtual DOM and real DOM so we can
That
note
we
it.
will give I will give it. I want to show some more example, then I will give you
Okay.
virtual DOM.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions from the team? See, the browser will understand HTML, CSS only, but you are writing a code. This is the code from the JavaScript. Sorry, ReactJS. This is code from the HTML. HTML CSS code. This CSS code can be understood by my browser, but background hyphen color is not understanding. But you are observing one issue is there. It is saying about boss, I'm not able to understand a background color. Who is saying this exception was coming from a virtual DOM, not from a browser. Browser will not throw any error. It is a good person, yeah. Browser is a very good person. It will not throw any error. Error is there, not there. It will not throw any error. Okay, na? So that was always you should be use property as camel case. Property key. This is the property key and property value. CSS property key, CSS property value. Okay. So put and write here. Here, property, or else you can able to see explicitly. CSS a property key always should be a camel case. Okay, na? Even you know the HTML also. If you don't know HTML also, don't worry. If you know the HTML also, definitely I will take a new points. Okay, not CSS. Not let me say that one clearly here. Key is CSS property key should be a which case? Camel case. Camel case. Okay. If we are using normal CSS property, then if you are using normal CSS property, then system okay, not then property while virtual DOM virtual DOM converting syntaxes while converting syntaxes it will throw an error. CSS property should be a camel case. If you are using the normal CSS property while virtual DOM converting syntaxes, it will throw an error. What is the error? I'm not able to understand what you are telling to say. See, we are not in a ReactJS, we are not in a HTML, we are not in a CSS. Don't be think something else. We are in a plain HTML and CSS. Okay, na? But we are seeing some syntaxes. Okay. The platform is the ReactJS. That's what we are seeing some syntaxes. Okay. Next, internal. Inline is completed, na? Internal. So how to add an internal? Create a variable and create a variable and assign the CSS props to that variable and use that variable. Okay, now what you need to do? You need to create a variable and assign the CSS property to that variable and use that variable. Okay, so what it means? So this is my one, right? So let me. This is my object, na? Constant. Let me say table styles is equal to assign. This is called what it is. Tell me what it is.
Internal styling.
Okay.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Go ahead.
If we using this kind of properties in React means we have to use create one variable and then variable you have to display in the table status, sir.
Yes, that is what I'm saying the statement,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So this is the internal styling of CSS I'm explaining. Okay, everybody is clear, internal. So here you need to create a variable and assign the CSS props to that variable and use that variable. Simple. Same here also. The entire the part from here to here taken and add here and assign to the variable, that variable consuming here. Okay. So now everyone unmute yourself and tell me for this header constant table header style is equal to this one. This one. That's it. Check. Or else add light or some gray color, background color gray. Okay, na? So it is applying, means your code is working perfectly. So what is the benefit of inline and internal? So here we seen about inline style and internal style. So what I can able to achieve or get a benefit from the inline and for example, in my page A, let me have another table. Okay. So anybody feeling the slow or fast, let me know. So slow means don't worry, this is the first sessions, right? I should be make sure everyone should be clear. So that's what I know. I'm going little slow. Header. Okay. So header means ID. So let me say some attendees ID, name, email, T, body, TR, one. Let me say Kishore, k@gmail.com. Let me say to Ajay, @gmail.com. So clear? I'm just creating. Okay. So now, can I reuse the styles? Can I reuse the above styles? Yes or no? So style is equal to braces. So what is the variable? Table styles. T head also. Style table header style. So within the page, can I able to do a reusability? Yes. Applied? Yes. What is the difference between inline and internal? Inline will be apply only for a element. Inline versus internal. Inline, what it will do? Apply styles only to that element. Internal means internal. We can reuse the styles within the. We can reuse the styles within the page. Within that page, we can able to reuse. Okay. So inline means apply styles only to that element. Okay. Internal means we can reuse the styles within the page. Any questions? Inline and internal? Anyone? Okay. So tell me how to create inline style by using the style attribute. So here braces and object. This is also a basis key colon value. Internal means same object, that object with key colon value assigned to a variable. Assigned to a variable and do binding. Do adding that variable for that style. Next, can I create a styles which are used across the application? Can I use a styles which are commonly used across the application? Other page also, that is called external. What is mean by external? Create a styles in a separate CSS page and use those styles wherever we required. Wherever you required, you can able to use. Create a styles in a separate CSS page or file and use those style wherever we require. Okay. So how to do? Create a separate CSS file. Okay. So let me create a separate CSS file. Common dot CSS. This is my file name. What is my file name? Common dot CSS. Some CSS file. Okay. What we created? Create common dot CSS. But whatever the name you want, you can give. But I mean to say common dot CSS. So now I'm just creating common dot CSS. In the CSS file, how to create a style? I know how to create a style. Background hyphen color. Okay. Sorry. Let me see. Background hyphen color colon red. But can I say like this? No. I want to apply style to an element. In the external, how many ways to apply style to an element? In the internal, you are having only the way here it is, either using the style attribute or variable. But by using the external, how many ways? Apply styles to an element. Apply styles to an element from external CSS file. Take a heading. Anyone? First one is tag based styles. Next one is ID based styles. Tag ID. Next one is class based styles. ID tag ID class. Next one is attribute based styles. Next one is selectors. There are 5 ways to add styles on a CSS element using external. What are those? So how to apply external styles? Tag based, ID based, class based, attribute based, selector. Okay. Next, here you created a common CSS file, na? But how to refer one CSS file to your HTML or JS file? Refer CSS file in JS. Okay, currently everything is the JavaScript file or not? Everything is the JS file. Which one we need to be refer? This common.css. Where to be refer? Here by using import dot slash. What is your file name? Common.css. The reference is completed. The reference is common.css. Okay. So how to apply? For example, see here. First one is the tag based. First one is tag based. Okay. How to apply based on a tag? Okay. What is my tag? Table. For the table, I want to apply some color. Background color. Let me say aqua. Okay. Next, width 100%. Next, table header. T head. What is the background color? Background color blue. Next, color white. Done. Now come here. In the style, let me remove the style. Okay. But applied or not? This is called reusability. This is called tag based. Wherever these tags are there, all the places the styles will be applied. Wherever the wherever those tags are there, all the places styles will be applied. Tag based styles will apply to all the tags in that application. Tags based styles will apply to all the tags in that application. How to apply tag based? Syntax, tag name. Here you need to be write a CSS property colon value or key colon value. Semicolon. Next one is one more property colon value. Okay. So one more second. So let us take this one. Now take it. Tag name, digua, table, whatever you want. Enter application. I want to add a specific. Any question clear? For example, TD. See, TD color, let me say red. Able to observe all the TDs, but TH I didn't change. Okay. So what is the next one? ID based. Okay. So ID based styles. Okay. Apply style to an element based on the ID. Next, in a entire application, ID should be unique. So in entire application, ID should be unique. Okay, in the entire application, your ID should be a unique. Remember this point. Syntax. How to represent an ID? Hash ID. So here you need to write a property. Okay, so how to apply? So this is the CSS selector level. Let me create an ID. Okay, come here. So for this TH, let me create an ID. Or else let me create ID here. ID is equal to course details. So this is my ID. Okay, come to my CSS file. Same I'm applying hash ID course details. So now the width 100% and aqua color is applied to above table, not below table, because I have applied based on the ID. Got it? So take this one. Common.cs. Any questions? Everyone is clear? So what have discussed as of now? What have discussed today's session? What is an element? Types of elements. What is a tag and types of tags? Okay. Next, what is an attribute? What is an attribute? How many ways to apply style to an element? How many ways to apply style to an element? So I'm going to be give a lab or tasks. So everyone complete a setup. Complete ReactJS application setup first. Complete the setup first. Next, create a user details grid and show ID, name, email, gender. Okay, na? So I'm other details. Okay. Next, create a student. Create a product grid. Can you try for a nested grid? Can you try for a product grid? Show some product details as a nested grid. What is mean by nested grid? What is mean by nested grid?
The grid contains another.
Grid inside of another grid is nothing but a nested grid. Can you try that one? All the different types of grids, try it. Okay. Okay, team.